Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. We actually have 4 new knives from Ketuo. I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure it's variations of the same model, but this is a new model from Ketuo. I will link it down in the description. You guys can check it out if you want to. It does help my channel when you use those things, but that's entirely up to you. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. We'll open them all up. Let's see here. What do we have? The KT Mini Griffin. M390 DLC. We're starting off with DLC right off the bat. Woo, boy. Ketuo has been ramping it up with the finish work and a few variations of locking systems, which have been nice. What I like about this knife, hold on, I'll show you here in just a second. Let's look over this. Looks like maybe, do we have a little, like, thing in here that's the lock or whatever? Or not that, but the hardware? Does it come with the tool? Or wait, does the knife have the tool on it? I'm not sure. Let's open it up real quick and then I can speculate about that. Purple carbon fiber, we have DLC everywhere. You have a DLC blade. Hold on, let's wipe it off real quick and see. DLC blade, a little satin DLC blade. But this is a button-operated liner lock, perhaps even, that might be a top liner lock. Let's take a look here. How are you engaging? Sorry, I was being selfish there and looking for myself rather than showing it on camera. I think it's just a standard liner lock. That looks to me like the lock face. Yes. So it appears to be locking up like a standard liner lock, but a button-operated liner lock and not a button lock, which is cool. And I think the later version of the full-size Griffin was the same way. I like that a lot. I know people are bored to death, bored to tears of crossbar locks and frame locks and stuff like that. Even standard button locks. A button-operated liner lock, or better yet, button-operated compression lock is a little more interesting, even though it is still just a liner lock. The way that it is operated via the button is, in my opinion, is just a little bit more interesting, right? And not that the locking system is the only element that can be interesting on a knife. It's just that, you know, there's a lot of the same stuff out there. I get it. Again, though, it's definitely not going to go. Like, we definitely have not seen the end of standard liner locks, frame locks, and crossbar locks, right? So this next one here, by the way, the designer is David Jin. This looks to be maybe the standard variation. Okay, so we have the blue carbon fiber here, and we have the hand rub satin finished blade. This is also a flipper and front flipper. This works well because instead of being an actual plunge lock, because it's a liner lock, it actually has a descent ball, which is awesome and allows you to manipulate it pretty much any way you want, including just with the button. Next one here we have, so also basically these two mixed together, and so I think I can guess what the last one's going to be. So we have titanium that's not coated, but with the purple carbon fiber. And then finally, I'm going to guess this one is DLC with the blue carbon fiber. And, oh no, it is different. Okay. No, that's not what I was expecting. Blue anodized titanium with, for a second I thought it was crystal, with a blue carbon fiber inlay and a DLC blade. So this is M390. I feel like for sure, because I'm trying to look for the actual, like where the lock bar is engaging here. And it's hard to see it exactly. But I feel like it's just, yeah, it's just like right there. I mean, it's not like there's another surface there for it to engage behind, because that little slot behind the lock face is responsible for engaging with the stop pin. So titanium pocket clip, titanium backspacer, and then we have ambidextrous mounting positions for the pocket clip. I am a little bit surprised that the hardware seems to have a custom head to it. I thought maybe the pocket, or maybe the backspacer comes out and it's the tool. Maybe the tool is in the box, and I hate to just assume that that's that, but I just, that's very strange to me. Am I missing something here? Doesn't it seem like something should be the tool, or that the tool should have come with it? I mean, yeah, you can stick a little, like a little flathead in there, but does the bottom of this come out? If you know what I'm missing, obviously, say something to me in the comments, because I certainly don't see it. That is very, very strange. Okay. Does the button is extremely pronounced. That is, like, in the open position, the button is really up there. But, I mean, it does feel good to engage with. Definitely. Push the button, the blade drops. Really, really easy to manipulate. The full-size one, I don't feel like it was exactly the same. It definitely did not have the proprietary hardware, or like the thing, I mean, whatever you want to call that. So I went to the website, unless I'm absolutely blind or just incredibly stupid, there's nothing on the website that indicates that it comes with a tool or some other part of the knife is the tool to disassemble it, which is really strange. If that actually is the case, what are we doing here? I don't understand. I'm gonna assume at this point, because this isn't the review. This is just the unboxing and first impressions, right? I'm gonna assume at this point that I am mistaken and I am missing something, and I will of course include that in the final review. I did see that these were about $215, which is more expensive than some of the least expensive M390 and titanium Chinese knives out there, but I certainly don't think that it's a massively high price tag. And in fact, I think it's actually fairly reasonable. There's a bunch of different configurations that this comes in, so you can check that out if you want to. Personally, I think maybe if they did a blue and black one, maybe this purple and black one here is probably my favorite. This is really cool outside of the strange hardware. Maybe the tool for this is more common than I've realized, but it doesn't look like an insanely common head there. But a lot of times when I am perplexed by something, I find out that it's actually super simple, and you guys point it out to me, and then there's basically nothing I can do about it because I've already uploaded the upload, which I am completely and totally fine with. So if you have a theory, let me know. Or if you have the answer, let me know. Ketuo, if you would like to explain what's going on with the hardware here, please let me know in the comments. That's going to be pretty much it for today's unboxing and first impressions. Pretty cool knife, honestly. Really nice. I'm just confused about the hardware there. Expect a full-length review down the road. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.